This is going to be a general guide on the squat clean. Now, understand that people may have different proportions, like longer legs, longer arms. They may have some mobility issues that make some of these positions a little bit difficult for them. So they may require some small adjustments. However, this is just going to be a standard guide of what we're looking for in the squat clean. Starting with the setup, we want the feet approximately hip width or right outside of hip width apart. We want the toes turned slightly out. Hands are going to grip the bar just outside of the hips. I like to use the thumb as the measuring point, okay? Step in nice and close to the bar, grip the bar, curl the wrists forward, engage the lats to pull the bar in close to the shins, chest up, eyes up, shoulders back, nice flat back. Now, moving on to the actual pull phase of the power clean. When we are starting with an empty bar, we're going to start from mid-shin. If we're using the bumper plates, it's just going to be resting on the ground. You're going to be engaged in your legs already. Pull the slack out of the bar, okay? As we start, we're going to raise our hips and shoulders at the same time. Knees are going to move out of the way of the bar slowly. Once we get above the knees, the hips are going to accelerate at a little bit faster pace so that our shoulders meet our hips at the top, okay? Once we get to the top, the shoulders are driving, nice shrug, nice little calf raise, elbows drive to the sky. Now this is the important part, okay? As we start our catch, we're going to lift our legs to the point where we can land low in a squat, but we want to land in a comfortable position. So there's going to be different levels that people are able to catch with strength in the squat, okay? So don't have somebody that's brand new to this catch all the way in the bottom of the squat. Have them catch close, and then they can guide it down into a squat and come back up, all right? So again, we're right here. We're gonna have a quick turnover of the elbows out in front of our body. Let that weight land on the shoulders. And then simultaneously, we are dropping down into our squat. In the catch phase, there are some important things to note. So when we get the bar turned over to where we are letting it land on our shoulders, it's important to remember to release the grip. So I like to do either 2 or 3 fingers, but I release that grip and get the elbows nice and high to let that weight rest on the shoulder here, okay? And then in the squat clean, what's super important is that we want to have a good front squat position before we land in a super deep squat. So if you have a beginner athlete, you may need to catch high here, making sure that the knees are tracking over top of the toes, the feet are turned slightly outwards, and then they can continue to guide that weight down into the bottom as deep as they can comfortably go. If you see the knees start to come inside of the feet, that's a good indication that they're not strong in that position. They either need to turn the knees out or stop right there and come up, okay? So there's gonna be differing levels of catch. You may catch here and then guide it down in, or they may be able to go all the way down into the bottom right off the bat, as long as they can keep those knees and feet wide. Thank you for watching this tutorial on the squat clean. If you're looking for other movements, you can check my page out, or if you have specific questions on movements, you can leave them in the comments. Thank you.